Somebody is getting redirected ASAP, prompto. Okay? Listen here. I don't need the cars today. I'm out and about, and I still got a message that I needed to tap in. So here I am. Uh, emergency, emergency, urgency. It is urgent, urgent that, look at that. It's urgent that you allow your path to be guided. It is urgent that you allow your path to be guided by divine light. Light at uh, certain wattages, and I'm talking about physical light. At certain wattages, what can I say? They at a certain wattage. I forgot which wattage it is, but I think it's like 50. I can't remember, but it can burn darkness away. What? Like a laser. So like it could get rid of a tattoo. I saw it on Shark Tank today, right? And it's like, what? Let me let these sirens pass. Dang. There's a specific path for you. There's a specific path for you. Somebody is in school right now, or somebody is being asked to look into schooling. Listen, whether you go the traditional route or not, it is imperative that you open your mind to new pathways, because the life that you're experiencing is one that, baby, you haven't even, you're not going to recognize your life. And so there's a Jerry, there's a Jocelyn, there's somebody, a black dog, lonely. Someone has been feeling feelings of loneliness. And I want to say to that you're never alone. And I don't mean that I don't mean that. I know people are like, oh, I know God is here, or whatever their concept is, right? But really, like, you just need to open yourself. Just open yourself up a little more, okay? Open yourself up to the possibility that you have support that's already there and you just haven't recognized it yet. Surrender your idea, or whatever it is that you have attached to feeling lonely, because I'm going to tell you what happens is, after you feel lonely, you're going to start to bring and attract things to fill that void. And like I was given in the other video, it's like, don't be so quick to fill the space with a relationship, a friendship, a different things. Like, you'll find that, and I think that, like, the dog is coming because it's they consider a dog man's best friend, right? So it's like, man's best friend. Maybe it's telling you that, pay attention to the animals, around you. They communicate with us. I ain't trying to tell somebody who ain't used to communicating with animals to just go out here and just, what I'm saying? But I mean, whoever I'm talking to already has some type of knowingness of this alignment with connecting with the elements, and connecting with animals. And don't get in your own way, okay? If you follow the divine path, Meaning, I know it's such a concept, it's such a broad concept. What is following the divine path? It's one foot in front of the other. It's like, all right, you know what? I was doing this, but I was redirected. And so that redirection was the divine. And I saw a video the other day where she was like, the rejection was protection, right? And so that's a message today, you know? And I'm very much still on the make sure that you are nourishing yourself. Oh man, I do not. What's today? Today is Friday. But you have choices. You have choices. And it's what you do with those choices. And sometimes we're guided to align with different choices, right? And they may not look like the choices we've been making, because the choices we've been making is the choices that's gotten us here based on the patterns that we were once locked in with. Like we were chained, into our patterns because of our trauma, our program. So we didn't have a chance, right? So I'm telling you, you have a chance now because you've been following your aligned path in an unorthodox way. You've probably thought that, the things that you've done, that maybe it put you off your path, but it didn't. I promise you it didn't. Well, I can't promise that. But I felt strongly about it. So I'm just going to say I feel really strongly about it. I feel real strongly. and so but it's been a maze, and it's been amazing because you've gotten to unlock and see things about yourself, right? So if you are feeling like, man, things are just looking a little different, like you're being presented with different choices, that means you're on a new timeline. You made it to a new timeline. Like what? Stuff starting looking different. Like you going down the street, you start to see things that you ain't normally seeing. You're like, dang, when this been here the whole time? It's like, yeah, been there, but you wasn't on the same wavelength. You know what I mean? And so you about to start experiencing new things. You about to start seeing new things and be a student to your new life. You're walking into this new phase, this new life, and embrace it, because you have nothing else to do but to embrace it. If you don't, then you're going to be resisting. And if you resist, then you're going to cause suffering. And then you don't want to cause suffering for yourself, because then you're going to make your journey to the destination that you're going to get to anyway even more difficult. You don't want to do that. But yeah, someone is around trees, like someone needs to go out and touch some trees, or somebody needs to go be with nature. So if you're seeing this and you haven't been in nature, go out and get some nature. If you're seeing this and you've been consistently in nature, then have you been present in nature? Have you been present? And if you have been, then continue doing what you're doing, and it's working for you. So whatever it is, it's like an energy of the I'm even hearing something about a rainforest or something like that. But I found out these impressions be so crazy. I could say something and it'll be so simple. It'll be I could be like, I see a mango, right? And this is to whoever, somebody might be a reader watching this too, or might be thinking about doing readers or whatnot. But you get the impression it's a mango. You're like, you see the energy. You see it, you see the picture, you get the energy, it's a mango. And then later, you're just walking down the street and suddenly you see a mango. Like, but it's not a real mango. It's like a sticker of a mango. But that moment that I saw the mango, there was something else attached to that moment that it was like, oh, my awareness. This is alignment, or this is awareness of something that's happening in this moment, right? But sometimes I don't even be knowing what the awareness is in that moment. It'd be like, dang, I mean, I saw that, but what does this mean? And so I try not to do too much interpretations. I'm trying to learn how to not do too many interpretations on exactly what I see, because I'm still in my trusting, what I get phase, right? Like I'm still trusting it. And so I feel like the people that are watching this video is somewhere, just even me feeling guided to share that with you is that it's okay. It doesn't matter. Like wherever you are in your journey, you are going to have growth, right? And the people that you can assist will be just maybe 10 steps or a step, behind a particular aspect of your life, right? You might be ahead in someone's mastery, closer to mastery, not ahead, but I'd rather say closer to mastery in a certain topic than another person. But you may have more mastery on a certain thing. So trust that. But back to what the original message, there was schooling. There's mastery happening right now. So either you're in school right now and you're undergoing a massive mastery journey. Like I keep saying fashion too, but you're undergoing a massive journey and you need to nourish yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get some good snacks that, like for the journey. And it's imperative. I'm gonna let the sirens pass. Ugh. So, you have a responsibility if you love yourself. Yes, I'm using that. If you love yourself, you have a responsibility to align with that love that you have for yourself. What does that mean? So many things. So many things. It means not betraying yourself. It means stop betraying yourself. It means surrender that additional control that you keep trying to have, over your experience. Because if you let it, it'll be a smooth train ride. It'll be a smooth transition. You know what I mean? Light rail energy. You know what I mean? So, somebody's going to have a late night. Maybe you'll be up creating, or maybe you'll be thinking of your next ideas. Maybe you'll be inventing something. Man, so I'm getting a collective of writers, journalism. I'm getting a collective of fashionistas and musicians. So whoever's watching this video, if that's something you have been connected to as if it feels strongly to you, then do look further into that. If it's a new path for you, but it's something that has come up on your path, right? It's something that has interested you, and that's something that you've done and you've just not been consistent with it, but it's something that your heart has been drawn to, then this is your nudge, your reminder, your nudge to go ahead and go into that, explore that, all right? And so to that, I really feel like your antennas, keep your antennas up, keep them up, let them be free to surrender to the divine direction, because you're giving yourself permission right now. Say, I give myself permission to follow divine alignment. I give myself permission to tap into the limitless source that is my birthright. remove the entitlement. It just is what it is. Just know, receive. I am love. Love is an infinite source, but love is so inexplicable. Love is so something that is so, beyond our description. And so I say, let love guide your way. And love is the thing that you're really learning how to do in this life. You're really learning what that is. And you're dancing on that with yourself, though. Like, this is really a journey. You'll figure out, if you haven't figured it out by now, is that every part of this journey has been to get you back to self, to get you back to who you are, remind you of self, because self is who you moving with through this life, through this journey. That's who you with. Grace Spirit, thank you. Thank you for these words. Thank you for this wisdom that sharing with this collective. Anything else that you would like me to share? Your delivery, you have been delivered from something. There is something grand that you've been delivered from. You've been delivered from the destitution. You've been delivered from feeling that desolation. There's like you should celebrate. You should celebrate. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself, man. Be happy for yourself, because, man, you deserve it. You deserve every last bit of it. And I feel that I am going to end this transmission, but just know that you have been delivered. You're already where you need to be for your ascension. Just be. Don't try to rock the boat and do a whole bunch of extra stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, just pay attention to what's coming to you, this mastery that's happening, and your creative nudges. Like, pay attention to that, and pay attention to, just certain energies that, how do you feel when you leave the energies? Do you feel energized? Do you feel taken? Do you feel siphoned? Do you feel tired? When you talk to a certain person, do you always yawn every time you talk to them? There's somebody that's been siphoning your light, and it's been making the journey much more difficult. It doesn't mean that you're not on your path, but there's someone that is experiencing, much more than they need to. And you can surrender and let it go, because, again, you've been delivered. Your ascension is taking place right now. You're in the process, Some of you may be having ascension symptoms. You might be feeling, like you got a cold, and you don't really have no cold. It's just ascension symptoms. But don't be irresponsible if you don't know if you have a cold or not, if you could have a flu or all this other stuff. And, just do what you need to do and nourish yourself, and make sure that you're aware of the energies that you're around. Okay? That's what I say. All right, y'all. Peace, love, my conscious sage co-creators. All right, my battery ain't died today. All right, y'all. Peace.